MrBeast has become arguably the most well-known YouTuber on the entire platform. With over 260 million subscribers and gaining over 2 billion video views monthly, it's safe to say that MrBeast has achieved the dream of millions worldwide and can basically spend his money on whatever he wants. Which for MrBeast, aka Jimmy, he has spent that money mostly on his philanthropy and main channel, trying to make the best videos possible for his audience.
I'm gonna give away this $300,000 amount of money to people in need.
You see, in order to maintain a returning audience of billions, it may seem obvious, but you need to improve your videos, or as Jimmy says, make the best videos possible.
Trying to make sure we're doing everything we can, no matter how expensive it is, no matter how much time it takes, to make the best video possible so they have.
And this is no easy task, as Jimmy has to spend millions of dollars on each video and work 24/7. And as Jimmy has gotten deeper into this cycle of trying to make
The best video possible.
is it possible that the videos have gotten a little too crazy?
You know, I didn't talk to anyone. I hardly had any friends because I was so obsessed with YouTube. As back then, just no one cared. So it's like, I thought I was just like, just didn't even know how to speak. Like literally, I just couldn't hold a conversation with a single person because people would just tell me all you talk about is YouTube. And I would try to talk about something else. But back then I was so hyper obsessed, I literally just didn't know how to.
So it's safe to say that Jimmy was locked in on YouTube, and he had made it his whole life. And to many just like me, his story is very inspiring to see him come from nothing, and yet now he's the biggest YouTuber on the entire platform. Now you may have been wondering, what's the problem so far? Doesn't this just show how dedicated Jimmy is? Well yes, what I've said so far has been mostly positive, but you might be forgetting that if Jimmy would do anything possible to make the best video on YouTube, then how far would Jimmy be willing to go?
It's day 44. It's almost dark outside. Jimmy hasn't come by today. I have stuff I need to sell. I'm just gonna move this stuff to the back. Hopefully somebody brings me the $10,000 today. Maybe they just forgot or something. It's really lonely in here.
It feels like the MrBeast challenges have made a shift towards testing the limits of a human mind, and it's fun to see people challenge themselves, but in some ways it's just not healthy. Face your biggest fear to win $800,000. This video caught my attention for a very specific reason, and it's that the challenges Jimmy has his friend Mac do in this video aren't very fun anymore. And it seems that instead of doing last to leave circle challenges, the challenges have shifted to be way more intense.
I'm gonna stand on the end of that plank, unclip this so you'll be connected to nothing.
Nah, dude.
Press that button, and then free fall 200 feet. And without knowing how, trust I'll catch you.
Look at me in the eyes right now and tell me that I'm gonna fall and something's gonna catch me.
Now, you may think, well, these people have the ability to leave at any time, right? Well, they do, but when money's on the line, even if people are doing poorly mentally, they still will push themselves past what's healthy. And you have to ask yourself, where do you draw the line? Because of course Jimmy has to make his videos crazier and crazier for them to keep getting views. But at a point, it just becomes unethical. There might come a time when we see videos on the homepage like every day you don't eat, you get $10,000, or maybe every day you survive in solitary confinement, you get $20,000. You know, something like that. And honestly, MrBeast content is already hovering around that. And by that, I don't mean he's gonna post a video tomorrow that's like, starve yourself, get money. But it's a foreseeable future, and we gotta be able to think for ourselves and realize that his videos are getting crazier, but we will know if it happens to get to a point where it's just wrong. And obviously, if you look at MrBeast's most recent videos, he hasn't posted anything too crazy. I mean, if you count, in 10 minutes this room will explode as being not too crazy. Now this video is not to hate on Jimmy. Jimmy has done a ton of good things and continues to with his philanthropy and his constant generosity in every video. But this video is to simply point out the dangers of making content more and more extreme, because it can get to a point when it's no longer just another YouTube video.